Hello WordPress peoples. In this video we are going to talk about block development. So if you don't know how to create WordPress block, then I would suggest to watch this playlist from the beginning. Otherwise, if you know what WordPress block and if you know the basics, then continue watching this video. So I'm gonna explain what the inner blocks are in WordPress block. So what is inner blocks? So let's say so this is my WordPress site and I'm gonna add post, and let's say I am using this block called experience box. Now what this box is, so if I click add block, it displays only two blocks. So what is inner block? Inner block is a block which allows other block to be added inside that block. So in this block I'm allowing the experience block, which is custom block I just made, and this is the heading block, which is the WordPress default heading block. So that is what inner block used for. So now let me show you how it works. So I'm gonna open my editor over here and I'm gonna quickly create a block. So if you know how to create block, that's the command npx create block, and let's say I'm gonna say BuntyWP block. Sorry about that. So it will take some time to create block, so let's wait. So it has added this BuntyWP block over here. It will generate some files, and let's wait.
A few moments later.
So our block is ready. Let's go inside the block folder and start npm. So yeah, this is the process of developing block. If I have already explained this process in the playlist. So now it's time to activate the plugin. So I'm gonna activate my block plugin, and there it is. So BuntyWP block, and now I'm gonna add a new post, and let's say our block is there or not. So it is there, BuntyWP block. Now this is the sample block. It creates with simple text. Now we are gonna use the nested block. So for that I'm gonna open my, let me open src, then edit.js. Let me get rid of this comments. It doesn't look nice for me. I like the minimal stuff. So how to use the inner blocks? So inner blocks comes from block editor, and so we have to use that we have to import that from block editor. So this is the inbuilt component from the WordPress. WordPress has provided some components. This is one of them. And then simply we have to use like this. I'm gonna get rid of this, and then so this is the inner block, and then let's add this constant over here. So it is giving me some error. Let's see what's that. Okay, we have to use this like this, my bad. Okay, so inner blocks is ready. Now let's see how it looks. So let's remove this and let's add it again. So it has some plus button and it is displaying all the blocks. So any blocks we can add inside this at the moment. But let's say we want to allow only some of the blocks inside our inner block. So for example, I just want to use paragraph and title. So for that we have to use this my template. So I'm gonna copy this and let's say, so whatever block you want to add, just add inside this my template. So let's keep this image, heading and paragraph, and then what we need to do is we just have to use template inside this block. So as an attribute we can pass this template over here. Now let's see what happens. So I'm gonna refresh this. So as you can see, it is by default added the image, heading and paragraph. And now let's try to add one more. So it is still displaying all the images, blocks. So my template is used for load default blocks when we firstly add our inner block, and if we want to limit block to some particular blocks, then we have to use this allow blocks. Now here, how to use allow blocks. So I'm gonna open block.json file and then I'm gonna add allow blocks, and inside over here we can pass the same block which we added over here. So I'm gonna allow core image, okay, we have to add it look like this. Okay, I think we don't need to add this. Yeah, so core image, then core heading, and then core paragraph. Make sure there is no error in the npm. Now if I refresh this again, let's remove this first. And refresh this. And now if I try to add blocks, then it is displaying only 3 blocks over here. Let's see what happens when we click on browse all. So it is still displaying other block as well, but let's see if we can add it inside. So we cannot add that inside this, but if we click on paragraph, it will be added in the inside this block. So, and once you are done, so in the editor we have added this inner block, and then and I'm gonna add this and let's save this. So we have added inner block for editor. Now it's time to save our inner block so that we can display that in the front side. So for that, let's open the save.js and let's remove again all of this comments. It's irritating for me. So it's simply we have to use this inner block and then just copy this constant. Now the inner block comes from block editor, so we have to import this. It adds by default as well one, but we have to type this actually, and when it is suggesting from the auto suggest, when we click it is automatically added to the import statement. So now if we refresh this, it will attempt for recovery, and now I'm gonna add image. And let's save it. And let's see how it looks. So this is how it is looking in the front. So yeah, basically inner blocks used for adding some set of block inside a block. So inner block is kind of box, you can assume, and then in that box you can use set of blocks. So this is how inner blocks works. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video.